Today's video topic comes from a longtime viewer who plans on enrolling in the military soon. While he's given me permission to show his face and identity, I think, just out of an abundance of caution for anything that may happen in the future, I will keep things anonymous. Nonetheless, this individual suggested that I should take a look at what he calls the Lithuanian Marines, or Jūros Pėstininkų. Officially, this force has the name Uosto ir Priekrantės Gynybos Tarnyba, or UPGT, and it was only formed in 2022. The name in English is Port and Coastal Defense Service of the Naval Forces. I guess one big reason I didn't know about this military unit is that it's fairly new. Another reason is that it's part of the Navy, and I have yet to take a closer look at this branch of Lithuania's armed forces. I know in the United States, its Marine Corps is separate from the US Navy, but Lithuania's structure is consistent with other countries, such as the UK or Portugal, both of which have their Marine units under the command of their respective navies. So what can I tell you about this service? Well, even though it was only established quite recently, there is some historic symbolism woven into this unit's crest and flag. I'm not going to go deep into this part of things, but its history can be traced back to the 7th Fuzilier Regiment of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. In fact, it looks like the soldiers who belonged to this service called themselves Fuziliers, or Fuzilierios. The establishment of this service officially took place on August 1st, 2022. The formation of this Port and Coastal Defense Service of the Navy combined the Navy's Undersea Operations Command with the Navy's Logistics Service Protection Company and put it all into one structure. Since the name of this service is rather long in both English and Lithuanian, I'll just go with the Lithuanian acronym from here, the UPGT. So the UPGT structure consists of the following elements: a headquarters, the first security company, an underwater action team, a shallow water team, and communications and information systems squad. According to the Lithuanian military's website, a second security company and coastal defense detachment will be developed in the future. Depending on whether or not the website is out of date and how far into the future you're watching this, these things may have already happened. Going unit by unit, the security company's main task is to protect and defend critical infrastructure facilities. And after soldiers enlist in the military and complete 9 months of initial service, they can voluntarily join the security company, assuming they meet all the requirements. The UPGT security company includes military specialties of the infantry, machine gunners, grenade launchers, and signalmen. Training takes place at the General Povilas Plechavičius training ground in Kairė, as well as in other parts of western Lithuania, and in exceptional cases, exercises will take place in the Curonian Spit, so that soldiers get to know their possible operational area. Next is the Underwater Action Team. Divers of this team are further divided into 3 categories depending on qualifications achieved. The lowest category is divers who have tasks underwater up to a depth of 30 meters using compressed air equipment. And then moving up a level, there's Assistant Demining Diver, which of course requires special diver demining courses in Lithuania as well as foreign diving schools. These demining assistants use not only compressed air equipment, but also semi-closed circuit breathing apparatuses to perform their tasks. Diving machines use mixtures of nitrogen and oxygen, which allow divers to safely carry out tasks up to a depth of 55 meters. And then the highest category is a full demining diver. These divers come from the assistant divers who have moved up by completing additional advanced demining and dive guide courses. They lead diving operations, demining tasks, and they conduct training for younger soldiers. The Underwater Action Team also consists of a group of autonomous underwater vehicles designed for reconnaissance and the search for mines and other objects. And then the final group that we have is the Shallow Water Team, which includes a number of patrol boats and high-speed boats. The Shallow Water Team was established in order to strengthen the capacity for Lithuania to protect its coastline, with a focus on the port of Klaipėda, as well as the ability to operate in the Curonian Lagoon, which you will probably know borders Russia's exclave of Kaliningrad. As the official website states, the division is young, but very fast-growing and has a lot of ambition. The main task of the Shallow Water Team is to carry out ship inspection, reconnaissance, and port security tasks in shallow waters. Collectively, the UPGT performs port and coastal protection and defense functions in the Klaipėda State Seaport, the Curonian Lagoon, and the coastal zone of the Lithuanian Territorial Sea in times of peace, crisis, and armed conflict. They ensure the functionality of the port for national needs and for allies to arrive, and for the execution of joint operations with NATO. While the UPGT consists of experienced divers, the unit as a whole is very young and some of its roles are newer. Thus, a lot of recruiting, training, and equipment acquisition will still need to take place. One force that has been naturally mentoring the UPGT is the Portuguese Fuziliers, or Fuzilieiros, or sometimes referred to as Portuguese Marines. As you may have seen in a recent video of mine, these members of the Portuguese military have routinely come to Lithuania in recent years to help develop the abilities of the UPGT and help implement the protection of defense operations at the port. During their deployment in Lithuania, Portuguese Marines constantly train together with Lithuanian divers to identify and neutralize explosives underwater or during an assault. I have no doubt that the various deep water and shallow water teams of the UPGT have been learning a lot from their Portuguese counterparts. Still, the Lithuanian military's website admits that the UPGT is a work in progress. It states, in order to achieve full operational capacity, various investment projects are being implemented in the UPGT, purchasing functional high-speed boats, modern weapons, cooperating with NATO countries with the same capacity, training personnel, and developing tactical procedures. What do you think of this force? Did you even know about it before watching this video? Let me know by leaving a comment. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoy this channel and want to support me in making more videos, please consider becoming a Patreon patron. There's a link down in the description for you to check out. Thanks so much for watching.
Ir tik nesustodami ieškoti, galime atrasti. Kuo turime būti šiandien?